Hey YouTube, Anime Hound here. This is in response to the Yu-Gi-Oh forums, his contest, or whoever can guess the ban list the closest within 3 cards. Okay. First off, it's gonna be iffy, but I say there's only gonna be one banned card, and that one banned card is going to be Ronin Toden. Konami was never fond of FTKs and OTKs, Magical Scientist, Dark Strike Fighter, Cyberstein, so on and so forth. And the card that made the FTK come to life was Ronin Toden. But it wasn't just that FTK. You got to remember that our ban list is as a result of what happens in Japan, and their meta is being wrecked by frogs, not just the FTK, but Trishula, which we will be getting also, where it can spam 5 Trishula out in one turn, wreck your hand on the opening play, and you're done. That's it. Game over. It's ridiculously overpowered, but this is why Substitoad's gonna get dropped. Not Substitoad. Ronin Toden's gonna get banned. Next, I would probably say. Well, actually, let me go on to let everybody know that because also the way of the ban lists work. Rescue Cat is not going to get banned, and that's only because X-Sabers in the Japanese meta are garbage. They do nothing, and that's because they don't have the exclusives like we have, like Emmer's Blade. So, that's gone. Forget it. Rescue Cat is here to stay. Next card to get hit, and it's going to be dropped to 1, is probably going to be Substitoad. Not Substitoad, I'm sorry, no, scratch that, because Substitoad isn't that powerful. They're probably going to drop Dandy and Treeborn back to 1, because those 2 cards alone completely ruined a lot of things. I mean, the ability to spam for tokens is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm figuring Treeborn and Dandy back to 1. To 2. Probably Substitoad to 2. Try and control Frognarks if they even want to bother with that. Honestly, I don't see it as a threat. But we know how Konami is. Sometimes there's stuff that we don't. There's stuff there that we don't see, like the whole Necroface combo that they decided to nerf before we even knew about it. Before I forget, yeah, knockdown to 1, Trishula. When we get it, it's already going to be knocked to 1. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. The second it comes out, it's going to get knocked to 1. The card is so ridiculously powerful, not only because of frogs, but because of Infernities. Even though they are garbage at this point, they aren't really doing anything. Well, they're not really doing anything tremendous, I should say. You can't say that they're not doing anything. To 2, I really can't think of much. On a wild whim, I say Bestiari, because Glad's never really died. They are always they always seem to be fighting for some kind of position somehow, and they always seem to contend. I'm a Glad player myself. I use them, so they still can compete. They just don't have that little extra oomph like when they had with 3 Solemns. But we'll be getting those back. I believe in this set there's a version of it that might find its way into a Glad deck and might make it back to, you know, Tier 1 being able to be a full contender without having to be played like a genius. To 3, being unlimited again, I would hope Bottomless Trap Hole, because honestly it's not that ridiculously overpowered to not be at 3. Before I forget, there's one card though that I will predict will get hit by the ban list, and that's X-Saber Fault Roll. That's the only card, and I would hope they do that in hopes of containing X-Saber so that they don't run away, considering what they've seen happen in the TCG. But we'll see. So my vote so far is Ronin Totem banned, to 1 X-Saber Fault Roll, Treeborn Frog and Dandelion, to 2 Substitute, maybe, to 3 I'd have to say Bottomless Trap Hole, because like I said, it's not that broken at all. I'm sorry. It's worth it to be jumped back up. So those are my calls. Take it. Let's see. It's Anime Hound out.